Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we need to talk about how there is an absolutely massive market crash occurring among one specific demographic of cards in today because of today's packs and because of one massive change to today's packs. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's talk about the main reason that the market is crashing so dramatically for 100 overall cards. And one thing I will say just real quickly, the reason I'm pushing the subscribers so much, we're less than 80 subscribers away from 40K, trying to hit that by the end of the month of May. It's a little goal of mine. We're real close, like literally the next 2 days we got to hit it though. So I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, so the 100 overall market is way down today. And the reason that the 100 overall market is way down is because 2K added into the game this morning 100 plus overall toppers. And while that is not dropping the amount of 100 overalls besides Splash Zone 100 overalls that are on the auction house, although to be 100% sure, there are more Splash Zone 100 overalls than there are any other 100 overalls in the game by a decent margin right now, just because of those toppers and how many they have dropped. But there's still a good mix of other 100 overalls as well. I think a lot of people are selling their 100 overalls, which makes sense. The reason people are selling their 100 overalls is because what this means is that on Tuesday, we are going to be seeing promo pack super packs when we get the downtown 2K super packs, and those will also have 100 plus toppers. And so what we are likely going to see is an influx of pretty much every single 100 overall in the game into the game. So what that means is the very best cards, very best 100 overalls in the game, guys like, for example, a 100 overall Yao Ming, is going to drop in price because there are going to be a lot more of him getting pulled. The same can be said for 100 overall Ben Simmons. And so I think these guys are already dropping in price some. Like, for example, you see this Ben Simmons right here, 7 minutes and 48 seconds left, and he is at 1.328 mil. And I think what that's going to produce is that's going to produce a lot of MT being made here for a lot of people in the community, because they're going to sell their cards now and they're going to pull a bunch of 100 overalls on Tuesday, and those cards are then I think cards are going to be cheaper by Tuesday, basically. We'll see. I mean, I'm not going to be wrong, but it might not be as dramatic as I think, the market crash, but I think it's going to be pretty big because there's going to be a lot of people opening those 51 boxes on Tuesday. There really are. And there's going to be a lot of very good 100 overalls being pulled at a significantly increased rate. And alongside that, we're probably going to see another spike in the dark matter odds. Dark matter odds for these Splash Zone 20s are 2.2%, but I think those will go up noticeably with the 100 overall toppers on the super packs. Realistically, you're probably going to see an influx even more in dark matters, as well as obviously just the fact that more 100 overalls being pulled and probably more invincibles being pulled as well. Like, I would have to assume, let me see, let's check the invincibles for today. Are they getting pulled at a higher rate than normal invincibles? Honestly, not as much as I would have expected them to, I think is what I'll say. There's only 5 T-Max on the market. Vince, I don't personally love. There's only 1 of him, though. That is ridiculous. Okay, so these invincibles still aren't popping out of packs at all, out of the toppers or anything. So realistically, it looks like it's going to be the 100 overall market that changes a lot, but probably not the invincible market that changes very much with super packs, because I assume the plus on the 100 plus in the topper is still a very silent plus. It is not going to be a very likely opportunity to make a lot of MT there on invincible cards coming out of packs. But I will say, if you have high tier 100 overall cards, and you feel like you really need your MT because you maybe don't have a lot of MT, like I'm in a situation here on this account where I have 9.8 million MT. I have a lot, you know what I mean? I'm not super concerned. Yao is my best big man in the game, or besides Wimby, who I'm not gonna be able to get, obviously. So Yao is the best big I can get in the game by a decent margin, and he's got 40 legends as well, the one that I have on this account. I'm keeping him. I'm not selling him. But if I was in a situation where I had 900, or I don't know, let's say 600 KMT, and I have 100 overall Ben Simmons, and I have 100 overall Glenn Rice, I have a couple of really good sellable 100 overalls, maybe even a couple more than that. I would consider selling those guys, because those guys' prices are absolutely going to go down on Tuesday pretty substantially. So it's dropping now, but it is going to drop more than. And I do think this video will likely probably bring people's attention to this more, because in all honesty, this is something that I kind of missed today. I didn't open any packs. I wasn't looking through the pack market because I didn't do any pack opening videos or anything. And so therefore, I kind of missed this. And now I'm coming to the realization that this is a big deal. And it's really going to represent a shift in the market in a lot of ways, I think, because I do think, again, it's going to bring about the drop or the raising of dark matter odds over the next few weeks. And those are going to get more and more common. So really good dark matters are going to get cheaper as well. So now might actually be a decent time to sell, especially considering, and I think another really good indicator of a good time to sell is a weak Friday drop, which I think we can all kind of agree this was. T-Mac is very good, but the Curry fade makes him a little more disappointing to people. Vince is good, not insane. Same thing with D-Book, both really good cards, but honestly, LaMelo is probably slightly better than both of them at the point guard position. You look at the rest of the drop, the 100 overalls are all fine, but not spectacular. Couple of good dark matters. And Vlad Rad, of course, is really good. Jalen Johnson, Darren Williams are okay, I guess, but Vlad Rad's really good. And then Josh Childress is a really good free pink diamond, or cheap pink diamond, I should say. Those are two amazing budget, like more attainable cards. But as a whole, this was not a league, or it was not an earth-shattering, I almost said league alter, like this football or a trade or something, but this was not a earth-shattering drop by any means. And this is two pack drops in a row where that's been the case. Last week's Invincibles were Magic, Kawhi, and Carmelo. Again, not that insane. We are probably getting a crazy drop next Friday as well. So not only are super packs on Tuesday going to drop 100 overalls, Friday's drop next week is probably going to be ridiculous. We're going to get a GOAT card. We're going to get 3 Invincibles, maybe even 4. We're going to get 300 or 400 overalls. We're going to get a ridiculous drop next Friday. I guarantee that next Friday's drop is awesome, because the last couple haven't been that insane. And so what that is also going to do is drop the market even more, because people are going to want new cards. So they're going to be selling their old cards. My point is, now might be a good time to sell, because I think the market is just going to go down steadily over the next week or so for the majority of cards. And I'm looking at my team right now, and I'm considering, number one, selling Ben Simmons, potentially replacing him. Maybe Rudy Gay gets sold before the Invincibles get more common. I'm not totally sure about that. I don't know how much he's going for right now. 1.1 with 22 legends is not that great. He really might be staying just because of his price. That's not a ridiculous price tag at all, in my opinion. I might just keep him for that, because he's my best shooting guard easily. Like, again, with the amount of T I have, that's not a ridiculous price point. He's probably not going to drop as much in price, because the Invincibles aren't going to be way more common. The hundreds are. So with that being said, I personally would consider, especially if you are lower on MT, selling some of your 100 overalls and stacking MT, replacing them with more attainable versions of cards, because realistically in a week, a lot of those guys are going to be cheaper than they are right now. And I think that could provide a really big opportunity for a lot of people to make a lot of MT. So I am personally considering that. I'm also considering buying into Dikembe. I just really wanted Dikembe for my team personally. I haven't really decided how that would work. And I maybe I should wait on that, to be honest, but maybe I won't. I don't know. I really don't know. It all depends on the way the pack odds are on dark matters, because he could definitely drop in price, and other dark matters like him could definitely drop in price depending on what 2K does. I really don't know. We'll see. With that being said, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.